I'm living my worst nightmare. I decided to recane one of your old chairs, and they made it look so simple on YouTube, but they neglected to tell you it takes 2,000 hours to do a chair. It takes a long time, and I hate my life. So, how's that for?
So, what was your process? Where did you start?
Started with YouTube and found a bunch of old ladies that made it look like it was freaking making cookies.
So this is what it will look like.
That's what it should have looked like.
Oh, I think you got
And
it
this is
pretty
what
close.
it's ending up looking like, and it is
No,
time consuming.
Good job. Wow, I am impressed.
And I'm in the middle of step 5, and there are 7 steps. So I still have another 2 to 3 weeks. I hate my life.
Wow. But you've done such a nice job. Look at that.
Don't look at the bottom.
Let me see the bottom.
Bottom looks like a vacuum.
It looks good, I think, from my perspective. I don't know.
It's so much work. The labor doesn't justify the amount of.
Well, some
work that
people
you have
must
to
like doing this, right?
Yeah, little old ladies.
You're going to insult the old ladies.
Well, they could have been a little more forthcoming with the amount of labor that's involved. Because this has been ridiculous. I hate my life. Because I can't end, otherwise I would just burn this thing, pick it up in the burn pile and burn the thing and be done with it. But I'm committed now. It's just a... So you have to come under that.
Would tweezers work? Or like
I have needle nose. Yeah, would not recommend this one. This is not something you would want to do. I'd never caned a chair before. I looked at some YouTube videos, and they made it look pretty simple. There were ladies that would just sit there and cane like they were knitting, and it was pretty simple. Just how hard can weaving be? So I bought some cane material online and watched a couple of their videos. Just started caning, and it became clear immediately that I am not a caner. This is extremely time involved. It took thousands of hours to do this chair. Maybe not thousands, but it took a long time. If you can tell, there's quite a pattern there that you've got to create from a single strand of cane. This cane is, they call it 2.25 millimeters, so it's not very wide cane. And it comes in a roll like this. So you buy this in a package. It's about, they say 270 feet of cane for 2.25 millimeters. And you get a length of 4 millimeter banding that you trim out the perimeter when you're done. But majority of it is all the 2.25 millimeter stuff. And you take this stuff and you start weaving. You start front to back, side to side, front to back, diagonal, diagonal. There are 7 different steps to go through this to get to this end product. And obviously when you're done, your cane looks like that. It's that white. And this part of the chair, this back was okay. It's got a couple little broken canes, but it's not terrible. So I wasn't going to do anything with this, but now I'm just trying to match the color of this stain by taking this. So I've sort of mixed up some walnut, I got some mahogany, I've got some foam brushes, and I've been putting coats of stain on it to try to get it to match it. Not having great luck, but it's probably close enough. But yeah, this is not as easy as they show it on YouTube, for sure. So if your wife ever talks you into doing a little caning project, you might want to think twice about it. But I'm glad I finished it. I was too far into it, too committed to get up and burn the chair. So I decided to continue it and finish it. I also refinished the chair, the wood part, prior to starting the caning. And it turned out very nice. There are these little supports or gussets that still got to get screwed on. This is the cane that I used. It's called 2.25 millimeter. It's pretty thin, less than an eighth, a little more than a 16th. You got your back side, and you got your front side. And the problem that I had staining, and I don't know if this is normal for cane material, and I think it comes from rattan wood. I'm not 100% certain, but I think it does. And the shiny or upside it just doesn't, it's not very porous, so it didn't accept the stain well. So I've been trying different colors of stain. I started with some red mahogany, and I went to some called Special Walnut or just Walnut Finish. And I've been rubbing it on, letting it try to soak in, and then rub it off. But the cane is just not very porous, so it doesn't really accept it. But I'm thinking that's probably about as close as I'm going to get it. I'll let this dry out and keep rubbing it and drying it and give it a day or two, and then I'll probably put a coat of polyurethane on this cane and maybe touch up the stain on the wood. Put my little braces on that were on the chair originally. I think these are sort of added on by somebody over the years because they don't look original to me. And that should finish it, and I'll put it back in the house and no one will ever sit on it.